Popcorn does do plenty of things throughout the show that furthers my rage towards him, there's one episode in particular that seals the deal.
Spin the choice.
And yes, before you jumped on my
Amara, I can't hear you. Yeah, I think you have to check your mic or something. I Hello? can hear you very lightly because it's almost not audible. I guess you. Yes, now it's perfect. Oh, I got it. Okay, you're streaming right now. Yeah, before this, not able to hear you either. Maybe that's okay. I should go out and check the screen too. Do the same. I'll just remain quiet for 1 second. I will see if the stream is working for you or not. Okay, Samurai, I just checked and the stream is working for us now. I mean, at least they're able to hear me.
The actual microphone. That makes no. Okay, I fixed it. It's dumb.
Okay, it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes.
No, for some reason, it was set. The settings were set stupidly so that it wasn't set to the actual microphone, but it was displayed that it was set to the actual microphone.
Right.
But yeah,
But now it's fine.
yeah, yeah. The slider is showing that you guys should be able to hear me. I'll just do the same thing with the speakers. All right. So we're just waiting on Dino to come in because apparently I think he said he was coming.
Oh, let's give him a message or something. Maybe he doesn't know that we have started.
Yeah, I'm just gonna message him. Also, Sam, if you have your avatar, if you don't mind sending it, if you can.
Okay, I will try.
Yeah, no rush though. Wait, what the flip? That should not be a thing. Did it flip in?
Okay, now what happened?
No. It's something. No, I can fix this. This is a problem that I can fix. It's not. Yeah, it fixed itself. The problem fixed itself actually, so I'm good.
Good to go then.
So we're waiting on to come in, and then we can probably just
I
start the
just
episode then.
I just realized I haven't used my avatar in like little ages, so it's going to take a while to find it.
It's chill. It's chill.
Yeah. Obviously, I've been busy with everything going around, so I
No.
haven't really had the time to make videos, but I'm getting back into business soon,
Yeah, no
so you
problem.
can expect stuff. Yeah.
Let me see if I saved it anywhere. Did I save this in? No, I did not save this in.
Okay, I may have found it. I would send it in the chat. You see if it works or not.
All right.
And here goes enter.
All right, I see it. Okay.
It's a bit rough, but I guess for the timing it reduces the track.
No, no problem. All right. As soon as this thing will. I'm just waiting on my browser's being slow as hell. But hi, everybody in the chat. There's only one person here because I haven't shared this on Twitter yet. I probably should do that. Sup,
Just
DJ?
give me the. I
Shared this on Twitter yet because I was busy making sure the stream actually works properly. But now that it does, I'll probably just share it on Twitter. We're still in the
can
setup
when it.
stages, so like, what's up, chat? Hope you guys are having a good day.
Hey guys.
Hey.
We hope everyone's having. We hope everybody's having a good day. No.
How are you guys? What?
Oh, hey, Afro. Afro will see everybody. We're
Yeah.
just doing the
Test
setup.
test 1 2 3.
We're just doing the setup. So it's chill. When Dino wants to flip and come in because he wants to be late.
In his defense,
I got
he
my
was.
stuff all set up.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm playing it up, but I'm not actually mad at it. It's chill.
Yeah, we do this for the sake of job.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool. Or okay, so now we just add this with them. All right, cool. I'm mad. I'm playing it up, but I'm not actually mad at it. All right. All right, then enlarge this. Enlarge this. Add this, put it over here. Close. And then get Sam's and put it right over. And put it right over. Right. So, all right. Okay, so stream set up on my end. So
That's good at least. Once you are able to do it, just give me the link so I will share it in the group. I mean,
yeah, sure.
in the Twitter.
All right. We're just sharing this on Twitter, and then we're gonna get started, gang. Sorry for the delay. We've been gone for a while. It's kind of my fault, but
It's fine, I guess. Let's get the things on the table. So we all were kind of busy with our own things, and we basically never got the time to,
yeah, it's hard to find
yeah,
time as life goes on. But we'll try.
yeah, we will try. I guess.
Hmm?
Also, the podcast is more so of a thing that you do when you have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Finally, we got arguably the biggest event in the anime, so this was kind of a due.
Yeah.
I guess before this, we did it when I guess one of Chloe's episodes were airing. I'm not even that sure.
I mean, yeah, we talked
But
about it
that,
in the last podcast, but there was really nothing to review for a while.
yeah, I guess. And suddenly we have 4 episodes.
Oh, alright.
Wait, I got a message on chat. Ah, got the link. Should I share it on Twitter?
Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 second.
All right. All right. Twitter sent. Yeah, we're about to get into the review, so I'll read that when we get into the review. I'm probably gonna call Dino one more time, and if he doesn't respond,
Actually gave a message in the chat that he will come in 5 minutes. So
oh, he's coming in
he
5
gave in
minutes.
voice chat. At least I mean, he said so, but I'm not sure. So I guess we can wait for 5 minutes at least. All right, I made the message. I mean, I made the tweet. So people should start joining in a while.
All right. Oh, is he finally here? Is that who I think it is?
Hey there, Dino. Out good.
He's muted. He's muted. But Dino's here, everybody.
Hello.
I haven't heard
Had a
Dino's voice in a while.
long
It's
time.
weird.
Yeah, long time. I was like,
Yes, sir.
All right, guess we can start the review then. Everybody ready? All right, so, welcome to the Masters A podcast. Today we're talking about the latest episode of Pokemon Journeys, being episode 131, 132. Basically, Ash and Leon the battle. We're gonna talk about some topics. We're all gonna share our opinions. It's a pretty big episode. I think we all got some opinions to say. So, without any further ado, why don't y'all introduce yourselves?
Well, it's
Test,
Dino.
That's 1, 2, 3. Hello, everyone. Ooh, we want to go first. Well, I'll start.
You guys
Test 1, 2, 3. Hello, everyone. My name is Ultra Afro Man.
All right.
you are certainly always full of energy, all right. Hey guys, the name is Sam.
All right, and then Dino, you gonna give your introduction, or you just gonna stay silent?
Well, I just did.
I did.
Apparently, no one heard that. So, it's, back from not really back, but still in its deep hiatus.
All right, so yeah, I guess we can get into the flipping review. And my avatar's not there, but it's gonna come there later. Don't worry about. Yep, there it is. But let's get started with the episode. So this is the episode where Ash fought Leon. Well, this is one of the episodes where Ash fought Leon for the title of World Monarch or World Champion, whichever one you want to call him. And yeah, as you can see, he clearly won from the picture. So we're gonna share our thoughts about probably all 4 episodes. It's just easier to do it that way. So whoever wants to go first can take it away.
Okay, so let's get the things right off the bat. I guess Dino should go first, and this time I will be going last, since I have overall positive opinions about the episode. So I think
It's not my sound went out.
You can't compare it really because I think Swallow was set up throughout the whole series with Swallow being immune to electricity, and so even though Thunder Armor doesn't make any sense, it's still narratively it's still well written because you had a setup and you had a payoff, and it was hype to see that. But I feel like with Dracovish, it just came out of nowhere, and Dracovish just left out of nowhere. Like it didn't have any impact.
Guys, they're saying we're on mute. I'm
Who's
fixing.
mute?
No, they're saying we're on mute. Oh, okay. No, yeah,
Yeah,
I
mute?
fixed it. I fixed it. I fixed it. I fixed it. Continue on. My bad.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, I feel like it just came out of nowhere, so that was not very done really well. And what is even more frustrating for me is that KO against Dragapult from Dragon Knight, because that just poses the question again: why didn't they just use reserve? They literally just use Charizard's signature move, but with Dragonite. Like, why would you do that?
I can tell you why they didn't want to use reserves. Because Pokemon Journeys hates fun. They hate fun. Anytime there's a fun decision, they just do the opposite.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's so cheap. I refuse to believe that the team of Pokemon Journeys, who appeared like in 3 episodes as a team, and every individual Pokemon appeared like in 10 episodes, that they are better than every other team Ash ever had, and that is the team that Ash needed to win the title or win the whole World Championship thing. I refuse to believe that this is what Ash needed instead of the Pokemon that he has gathered over the 25 years. Yeah, but like I said, I haven't watched the third part and the fourth part, so maybe they make the battle better.
Carl makes a good point in the chat. He says that Dracovish's like fang claw things came out of nowhere, similar to how Lucha did, and it's just for visual fair, and they pumped up for the finals.
I guess. Yeah, that's actually a pretty big problem overall, because it looks good visually, but when you think about that, once the moment is done, it's just like what happened.
I mean,
So
that's
that,
a lot. I mean, that's a lot of battles in Journeys for me, especially in the Masters 8. I'm like, what happened? It's just like, Metagross, just stop dodging. What happened? Flipping, why didn't, just the Cynthia battle is just one big, what happened? It's a lot of battles in the Masters 8 for me, though.
That's fair, okay. And I guess, Dino, since you have not watched episode 3 and 4, I guess you won't like to be spoiled.
Nah, it's fine. I basically heard everything.
All right then. So
it's impossible not to.
Well said. So now that Dino's turn is done, we should go. I guess.
I mean, I'll go next.
Yeah, you can go next.
Okay.
I still need to think about something else.
Wait, what happened?
This is not. I was gonna say. This is gonna be. This is gonna be one of my more controversial opinions.
Wait.
Well, fire away.
Wait, let's get one thing settled right away. All of your opinions are controversial. Literally every single one of them.
Not all of them. I have some lukewarm opinions, but this is gonna be probably my most controversial take. The episode, like, I don't even know how to say this. Flippin', this is probably the only thing that is going to elevate Journeys for me, if at all. Like, the Masters 8 arc, and I'm going to talk about, and I talked about this with a couple of friends before, it feels like a Pokemon League, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel like a world tournament, if that makes sense. Because, you're telling me in the Masters 8, we're not going to see anybody else in the stands other than Go, Hop, and Koharu and Don? That doesn't make any sense when you think about it. Not to mention, why the fuck is Ash's mom in Kanto? What the get your ass to the stadium right now. You're his mom. There's a difference.
Yeah,
sure, companions is one thing. I can let that pass, but that's his mom.
That's also funny because she actually did come to Alola when he won the thing.
Battle there.
Yeah.
Alola League.
Yeah, that's what's confusing. She went to the Alola League, but she didn't go to this league. Which honestly, the Alola League is a much lower stake tournament by like comparison. Not to mention the Masters 8. Like the reason why I think it's framed like a league is because Ash is only using one team. He only really does that in the leagues, minus like the Sinnoh and Johto League. Like that's the only time Ash really uses just one team. It feels like a league victory in the way that it's written, because it doesn't written like it's made to be like, oh yeah, this is the final, this is his peak. It feels like, oh yeah, this is like it's like a small stepping stone and his steps to become a Pokemon master. And like it doesn't feel like a huge accomplishment in his life. Maybe it's because he's only using one team and like he's not using any reserves, which makes no sense. But like, yeah, similar to what Dino says. Like, I can't believe that this team, like, the only one I can kind of believe is like Lucario and Pikachu, but like, I can't believe that fucking Dracovish is stronger than any other Ash's Pokemon. You're telling me Dracovish is stronger than Greninja and Charizard? You're gonna tell me that with full confidence?
Must have been training off screen, if that's the case.
Like,
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm like the battle
I mean,
in
even
itself
if
is
they are-
fine.
I mean, even if they're training off screen, that's a problem. But yeah, you can go on.
No, like the battle in itself is a good battle. It's probably in my top like 20. Like the battle in itself is good. The issue with Ash versus Leon is that it's the way it's kind of written. It's not written to be a finale. It's written to be open-ended, if that makes sense.
I guess getting what you're trying to say.
Like, I guess my score on this episode is probably gonna be like 5 out of 10. I'm gonna be honest, because like thinking about it, like, yeah, it's great that Ash won, but the reason why I like this episode so much is really the last 5 minutes with Pikachu and Ash winning. Other than that, this episode's just like the animation was great, so I'm probably gonna give it like 7 out of 10. But like Ash, like the only reason to watch this episode is the last 5 minutes. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, everything was at its, as they say, everything was at its peak at the very end.
Yeah,
like saving everything, like Ash and Leon all out in the last attack. Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess that's
Alright,
my score on the
so-
battle.
I mean,
I guess after you can go next, and after that I will conclude our text about the battle.
yeah, I think I can say about my opinions about the 4 parts.
Mm.
In my opinions about the 4-part battle between Ash and Leon, I don't remember much about the first 2 parts. I mean, the only thing I remember about the first part was Gengar defeating Inteleon, and Inteleon was the only Pokemon that didn't defeat any other Pokemon. I think I got that out of the way. The second part was I don't really. Let's see. I don't. Actually, I kind of forgot about the second part. Yeah, I'm just thinking. I've just been taking notes about the latest episode that just came on a few days ago. That's all.
No, I'm sorry for laughing, but that's actually hilarious.
What was hilarious?
No, it's like because it's the way like it's so like Afro was trying to like piece his thoughts together, and he's like, yeah, I just forgot what happened in the second episode. That's funny. That's funny. I'm sorry. Oh fuck. No, but take your time. Take your time.
Right. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot. The one thing that I also realized was in Leon's Inteleon was the only Pokemon that did not Gigantamax. Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Charizard did. You notice that too? And I really thought that when Eternatus was surrounding the Winden Stadium, I thought it was going to wreak havoc, like it was similar to the end of the Pokemon Sword and Shield main story plotline, but it didn't. It just recharged Leon's and Ash's Dynamax band, like in Sun and Moon, similar to the Island Guardians recharging the Z-Rings. And also, this is what I've been thinking about this whole time. The Masters Tournament made me think about the Champions Tournament in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. It's just like that.
So if you had to give like a score on
And
it,
I was actually really happy about like everything that the fans been wanting. All the traveling companions returning to see Ash's final battle against Leon. Pikachu remembering his time meeting Ash, and all the Pokemon he has met throughout his journey. He gets back up, uses his all or nothing attack, and giving Ash the win and winning the championship. And I think that's probably it. That's all I've got. That's the opinion about my the final part. There's Leon Cinderace giving the ability to Gigantamax, but that's short-lived. Sorry to all the Cinderace fans, including myself. Have you ever noticed that Cinderace was the only Pokemon who didn't take any damage at all? Only was defeated to Pikachu's G-Max Volt Crash. You noticed that? Leon Cinderace was used first, and then he called him back to use other Pokemon. Only to be defeated in one hit. I'm pretty sure that surprised everyone. A fully healed Cinderace got defeated in one shot. Is that not like plot armor or what?
Well, that's kind of what I noticed about training battle in general.
They just put that out of the way to make room for what really matters. The episode is called The Finals Part 4. The Finals 4 partner. Ash's Pikachu versus Leon's Charizard, respectively. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion. That's all.
All right then. So, all right. I guess. If
I forgot
you
to
guys
say
are
what my result was. I give it like an 8 out of 10. I forgot to put that up.
good,
And my hands
okay.
were shaking and sweating while I was watching the final part. Dang, it's like there were so many things I still forgot to say, and I need to let them all out.
I mean, if you want it, then you can.
Just give me some more time. I'll think about what else to say later.
All right. So,
Or you want me to say later?
I guess you can say now if you have anything in your mind.
No. That's all I've got.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't remember the first two parts. Just the final part, and that was it.
All right then. So if it's fine, can I go?
Sure. Go ahead.
All right. So, hey guys, if you are already familiar with our Masters 8 podcast, I tend to be the member who has the most positive opinions, and this time is no exception. And I would like to say, I love these episodes. Obviously, there are problems, but I'll get straightforward problems out of the way, which obviously many of you guys mentioned. There's a lot of in few cases.
Oh yeah, it was nice. I liked it too.
I guess you can. Do you have any other point?
That.
I was asking, do you have any other point to say?
No, I was just agreeing to what you were saying.
Okay. So I will continue it. Yes, I was saying I overall like these episodes a lot. Right off the bat, let's talk about the first episode, okay? Now, with the first episodes, right off the bat, we get the revelation that Ash and Leon, Ash is going to use 3 gimmicks while Leon is going to use 1. Now, there are 2 methods of how you are able to see this. One method is that this is going to give Ash you can say, it's going to give him an unfinal or uneven aura. So it won't be even. So he has an unfair advantage. You can say that. But when you think about it, this gimmick, like Mega Evolution or Z-Moves, these 2 are the gimmicks which Ash got after doing actual trials. Leon never did these trials, which is why he doesn't have these gimmicks. He never went to Gal or Gal, at least from what we know. So when you think about it, it's not exactly unfair because, like Leon said, that he's going to go with his full power. So he is doing that, and Ash is doing the same. He did do these trials. These are not gifted to him, at least for the most part. Even if jumping over Alakazam is weird. But yeah, so I think that that's a mixed thing. I won't really talk much about that. The second thing, which Dino and a few others mentioned, which I also hate, is the lack of reserves. But for this particular review, I will not mention that because that's a problem to the Masters 8 completely, like as a whole. But for the Actors of Leon, it's also a part of Masters 8. So this problem is not specific to this team alone, to this battle alone. It applies to everything. I won't talk much about that either. But these are the obvious problems which I got out of the way. Uh, so the first episode, it's obviously what was it? Yeah, Pikachu versus Cinderace game, and they got back. I like the libero thing which they tried to do. After that, we got G-Max Gengar versus Inteleon, which was actually pretty cool, if I have to do say so myself. We got some nice animation because up until now, for G-Max battle, I feel this particular one has been the best. Even if we do get Charizard versus Pikachu later, I don't think that was as good as this one was. So because we got, did you guys see how they were able to use it in a unique way that they first trapped Inteleon so that he cannot switch because they know that Leon switches his Pokemon a lot. But that was a nice play from Ash's side. And after doing so, they used the sludge wave. I don't know. That's not sludge wave. That's the max poison move. So they did that in a very nice way, or from a visual aspect and in other ways too. And Inteleon was knocked down, which was fine. Obviously, I get why a few people wanted to see G-Max and Inteleon, but I'm fine. Maybe we will get it eventually. Obviously, not in this series unless a score does something. But uh, after that, we got Mr. Rhyme, which I adored as a whole because, as you can see, most of Leon's team is straight up Pokemon, which you can feel that yes, they have power. You don't feel like that from Mr. Rhyme on paper. So it was nice to see how Leon was using this Pokemon. Oh, but before I forget to mention, we also saw how Leon was able to use Counter Shield, which was a nice thing of how he is able to adapt to all the tricks. And for the Mr. Rhyme part, we got him setting up the stage. He set up the ice field and the psychic terrain. So I like this part. Overall, I like the animation too. So the first part was good. Now, second part, I like once again, I like a few things, but obviously I'll get straight to the problem side of, out of the way. The way Dracovish, whatever happened with that thing, is weird. Yeah, even if they want to say they have just made it, I don't know, a new move. I mean, if they let's say make it like psychic fans or something like that, then it would have been the same thing, except we have a proper justification to that. So that's all on my view of the situation. That's one hindrance that episode has. Other than that, we had oh yeah, another problem in this episode is the fact that you have Mega Lucario coming out, and he is getting wrecked by the ice moves of Mr. Rhyme. Which is, don't get me wrong, I like how Mr. Rhyme is, but it feels a bit weird as to why it is happening. You could just use Psychic and it would be the same thing pretty much. But they somehow managed to knock it down. One moment I really liked was how Surfitch was able to take down what's his name? Yeah, Surfitch was able to take down New Field, be it the ice or the psychic one. So that was a nice moment. And then he came back, and after that, we got the moments with Dragonite, I think. Yeah, after that, Dragonite came. So, but yes, oh, I made a mistake. After that, Dragapult came. And Dragapult was a menace for. I was actually considering as to whether this is Leon's second strongest or Rillaboom is. But I like Dragapult is probably the second MVP of this whole battle because you could see that it's doing his own thing where it uses Dragon Tail to apply chip damage to everyone. That's actually a thing we do in competitive. So that's actually a nice trick to get the opponent off guard while being able to apply damage to all its Pokemon. So it was also nice as to how Paralysis was able to get rid of Mega Lucario. And yeah, I find the second part a lot better than most people thinking. But obviously, there are problems. My only two problems personally are the Dracovish stuff and how Mega Lucario was getting wrecked so easily by Triple Axel. And like Gio said, I do kind of am a bittersweet on the topic of how easily Dragonite was able to replicate Charizard's iconic move. But since I already said that's the problem of the Master Data as a whole and not this battle alone. Yeah, so I guess I talked almost everything about the second episode. Yeah, now came to the third episode, which most haven't talked about. This episode was pretty good and it's kind of in a mixed territory. Uh, you have Rillaboom, which is in a good. To be fair, it has been shown to be Leon's second strongest Pokemon, so it was able to take down Dragonite very easily without having been damaged at all, which was nice to see. And after that, you have him take down Surfetch. Now here comes the problem, because every other Pokemon in this battle got a victory. But Surfetch didn't, so it's obviously it did put in some work by getting rid of the Mr. Minefield and Mr. Rhinefield, and that got getting rid of a lot of health of Rillaboom, but still it kind of leaves a bad taste in mouth, you know. And after that, you get to say what of that? Yeah, Rillaboom he kept on sweeping things until Dracovish came back, and it fainted by holding one of those spikes, which again it's a bit weird. But I liked that one moment where Dracovish was going forward with Surfage's spirit or whatever that was. That I thought was pretty cool. Then we obviously got the Clement cameo. I thought those moments in particular were the ones standing out. But if you ask me, then the third episode is the weakest of the bunch of the four because it just has a few problems overall, which I've just explained. And after that, we finally got to the final episode where we have Pikachu taking on Cinderace and Charizard, but not before Eternatus arrived. I liked it's pretty funny because when you learn the context, Eternatus is basically here because Ash and Leon's battle created a lot of Gala particles, and if those Gala particles existed there, then Gala would have been destroyed. So basically, Ash and Leon's battle pretty much endangered Gala. That's crazy when you think about it. But Eternatus saved it, and I guess he went away again, which is again a bit weird because it gets rid of whatever they tried to do with Eternatus, making it being able to get out with humans more and stuff. But I guess it's a lot. Pokemon is overpowered, so it has to be out there. And after that, we get Gigantamax Pikachu as Cinderace. Now, I feel uh, one thing is that whenever you Gigantamax a Pokemon, your first initial thought is to use Pokemon's strongest move. So that's what Leon did, rather than making it a ground type again, which is why Pikachu was able to hit the score. About the one shot, I don't really mind because when you think about it, Pikachu and if Pikachu is able to beat Charizard, then that means he's a whole different league from the rest of Leon's Pokemon. Because as we have already seen in the Alarm pattern, the difference between a regular Leon Pokemon and Charizard is way too much. After that, we get a Leon, which dare I say is the best 1v1 we have ever received in the anime. We got a lot of two shots, great animation overall. We got my biggest uh, fear was that it was going to be lame in comparison since they won't have any strategies involved, but they actually managed to still do stuff despite the fact of that. It was amazing to see Pikachu just climbing on the walls and stuff like that and just dodging every single air slash with Iron Tail, and also the fact that if you see the battle again, Pikachu didn't really take many hits. Other Most of the hits it just intercepted with thunderbolts, so it didn't get much damaged until it was finally getting fire blasted. And after that, obviously, we got the scene with all the companions and all the Pokemon. So yeah, what can I say? That was again perfect. So Yeah, after that we got seen where Ash and Pikachu finally won the tournament, which again I liked. So overall, I have to say I like the battle and credit where it's due. I didn't like the Masters tournament. Still feels like there are several problems which prevents it from being as great as it could have been, definitely. But this particular battle, obviously, it has several problems, but literally every single battle in the show has problems. So I can let few of them slide. So I would give the final episode a 10 out of 10. I would give the first episode, let's say, 7 or 8 out of 10. I don't know. I would give the second episode a proper 9 out of 10. No, uh, another 8 out of 10. The third episode might have to go 7 out of 10, and the final is 10 out of 10. So overall, my ranking is around 7 or overall, my ranking is around 8 for the overall battle. But it's still probably my favorite when you compare all the stuff which we saw. But individual episodes wise, it's 8, but as a whole, it's a 10. That it makes any sense. And I guess that's all from my side. Were you guys even able to hear it, or I am just speaking into a void? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, I spoke a bit too much. But anyways,
I guess everyone is still muted. If there's one thing that I still want to forgot about to say is that the Galar gym leaders still haven't made their cameo appearances. We left those out, right?
yeah, legit. They got rid of them
Flippin',
quite literally.
flippin' Barry didn't get a cameo appearance. I'm so flippin' pissed. I was flippin' appalled. I was dismayed. I was shocked. I was so man. I was shook.
If this was the final part, I was hoping we get a chance to see all the Galar gym leaders, but not one showed up except for B and Alistair. Just those two.
Oh yeah, Alistair is the only college
Dan-
team leader that we saw.
And Raihan, I forgot Raihan. I forgot about him.
Yeah, that was right.
I need to bring him up. So that's 3 gym leaders we saw.
Damn.
Out of I don't know how many there are. I don't know if there are like 11 gym leaders or 9.
There's like
Sword and Steel exclusive.
no, there's 8 gym leaders and then I had 2 more. There's like 10. There's like 10 gym
If you
leaders.
include Clara and,
Oh, no.
and Avery from the Island of
Yeah.
Yeah, if you include them.
Anyways, basically, there are a lot of gym leaders. Let's get to that.
Yeah. So I guess we can get to the preview. Can I go first? Because my thoughts on the preview are pretty brief. If y'all don't mind.
Yeah, go on.
Go ahead.
Go on.
All right. I don't care about Project Mu, so I'm not waking up at 5 in the morning to watch this stupid episode. I've stopped caring about Project Mu ever since it started. Thank you. and
Project
good
Mid.
day.
Project Mid. Project Mid.
That's worse than mid. It's Project Mediocre.
Fair enough.
A
Okay.
good one.
All right, someone else can go.
Go on.
I did not. I do not like. I'm not waking up for this shit.
Fair enough. You can go ahead, Afro.
My opinions, I'll go next. My opinions is that I'll just still watch it either way, just regardless what other people think if it's not going to be good or if it's going to be bad. I mean, I'll still watch this Pokemon after all. But I would like to see how Go is doing things. I really thought that we were going to see a little bit of Go while Ash was battling, like in the opening. But I guess that didn't happen.
Guys, I would just speak my opinion because there's a chance that my laptop will go down
All right.
due to charging issues. So
Go ahead.
I'll just. Okay. Also, do you know it's gone? Goodbye. Do you know?
Oh, okay.
Okay, for this episode, yeah. For the next episode, I don't really care. I don't give a. Okay, I forgot. YouTube rules. Yeah, but I was actually going to swear a word. But anyways, I don't care about this project overall, but I will have to watch it regardless because obviously Gary is involved.
Mm,
My only hope is that when this project Mu ends, Gary gets to be the Radiant's gym leader. That's literally my only hope, which I will probably get.
mm,
I hope so, at least.
mm. Fair.
I see.
Alright, guys, I will have to get the charger, and if I'm not able to, then no.
All right.
That's
Well,
it from my side.
I guess because we all shared our extensive thoughts on Ash vs. Leon, and it's like, I guess this is more just Journeys as a whole. I just think Journeys as a whole is just like like this wind is not gonna improve my opinion on Journeys. It's like everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, Journeys is such a good series. Now, nope, this shit is still out. This shit went from a 3 out of 10 to a 5 out of 10. Relax. The one episode, there's one good episode. Don't overhype it yet. This went from a 3 to a 5. Relax. It's still my least favorite series. And if Ash goes
W was worst.
watch
I'm
Ash. Watch Ash go to the next region and have them not mention that he's world monarch for like
Oh, oh god damn. Oh
50
god damn.
episodes.
Like to the end, like in Sun and Moon. Like no one mentions that he was no one mentioned that he was the Little League champion until he gets announced in the Masters 8. Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Somebody said in the chat they put it from a 3 to a 6. Curl's talking about Ash vs. Leon is a decent battle, but with a bumpy road. It happened, but we all let it happen. We didn't let happen. I wasn't watching Journeys for a solid good minute. Y'all let this happen. Who's we? You mean Nintendo we? Cause I was watching my best wishes in peace. But I think Journeys is just why we shouldn't have like the whole. We should have a series where we travel everywhere and do everything, and like we can do anything. I think a series kind of needs the rules of like staying in one region to make sure like it's better, if that makes sense.
I mean, some people thought it was a good idea.
No,
But-
like it's a good idea. It's just that it's gonna be hard to execute.
It was complicated, probably.
Like most people refer to DP and XY as like the best seasons, but those didn't really travel outside the regions at all. I think PM as a concept is fine, but the problem
They
is
can
it makes
compare
no sense
those.
in construction. Why is it a competition when and the rules aren't explained well at all? Yeah, that's a good point. Also, the reason why I never really understood why there needed to be a Pokemon World tournament in the anime at least is because if there's always gonna be a new season of the anime. Where were these guys in the tournament? Did they just pop into existence? I don't think we're ever going to see a title defense in the anime. They ain't going back to Alola. They barely went back to Alola in this series. Every time they go back to Alola, it's a good episode, but we rarely see Alola. We went back to Alola like, what, 4 times?
I think so, yeah. I thought I counted 3.
3?
Maybe they went there 3 times?
Wait, okay, so it's the first episode
I
where
don't
they go find Go's Executor. Isn't the next episode... No, you're right, it's 3, it's 3.
Wait.
Because...
Hey guys,
Yeah,
are you able to hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, actually, something funny
I can
happened
hear you.
because my laptop gave up, so I had to just now download Discord on my phone and join in the call.
Oh, okay.
It got a bit funny.
No problem.
I can't seem.
We had more recap episodes than we had Alola episodes. What the fuck are they recapping? Why are we recapping mid? I mean, I still don't-
Especially if those recap episodes are only Japan exclusive episodes.
That's a good point. I don't understand why we need a fucking Chloe recap. I will recap Chloe's whole journey in one sentence. Chloe was bored of Pokemon. She caught Eevee. The end.
And she was not part of the main character. They even said that.
I mean, yeah, because
Okay.
huh?
Let me get a thing about the recaps. The thing is that with the recaps, they effectively did that to preserve time, because obviously there have been several tweets about the Anipok PR that they didn't have enough time and people are struggling, so they had to add in multiple recaps to,
See,
fulfill
I
the agenda.
see. I understand that, but I would have rather just have them taking breaks. To be honest.
Yeah, simple. I would do. That would overall have been even better.
Yeah, because like when we were
Oh
in
yeah.
the tournament of Power and
They
Dragon
do
Ball
it fast.
Super, and like when it was airing, like Japanese wise, and like I don't remember which episode gaps it was. It was near the end. And when I think it was like 131 had like a 2 week gap before it aired, but like they didn't fucking put a recap in the middle of the fucking tournament of power, be like, oh yeah, so here's Goku's recap while he's fighting so that the universe doesn't get erased. Here's a Bulma recap. Here's a Beerus recap. Oh yeah, how about you get a Whis recap? Here you go. We're not giving one to Vegeta though. Fuck, fuck it.
But yeah, that's the thing. Overall, I will the overall point is that they have a commitment of, yes, we have to put in the episodes unless if it is extremely necessary.
Mm.
So that's why we got so many recaps.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, I
fair.
would much rather I would much rather prefer this they take break. So my overall ideology for the Gen 9 anime would be that obviously since we don't have any news, I would rather prefer if we don't even get any news and the Gen 9 anime happens when the staff gets refilled and they, I don't know, hire new people or things like that.
Mm.
So
A lot
they're
of
able to
Actually, that brings up a good point I wanted to talk about. Why does everybody think the anime is going to end? Where did y'all get this information from? Nobody. Y'all got
no
one source from one leaker that said, "Oh, I don't know about the anime's future." That doesn't mean the anime is gonna end. It could just go on hiatus.
yeah, simple. But the thing is that it
Of
depends.
course.
Obviously, the anime can't end, but that Ash's story can pretty much finished by this point,
Oh yeah, duh.
because obviously, yeah, but the anime itself, the problem with the anime at the moment is that since the staff is under, it's under. I mean, we don't have enough. They don't have enough staff to work
Mm,
the things, which is why there were many issues going on. So what I would prefer is that it would just go on hiatus, like you said,
yeah,
and later on the Gen 9 anime would come, I don't know, a
L-
couple of months later,
yeah,
or
like in
even,
March
I
or
don't know,
something.
whenever, yeah, or something like that, when they are like, yes, we have refilled the staff and now we have also hired new people, so we can
Yeah,
do whatever they want to do.
and I don't want
And
them
by the
to.
time they would also, and by the time they would also get a brief idea for whether they want to
Mm,
keep Ash or not, things like that.
I mean, honestly, are they gonna keep Ash? Eh, that's that's a it's a yes or no real question. Like narratively, should they keep Ash? No. Monetarily, should they keep Ash? Probably yeah.
The problem,
Everyone's been asking the question, "What's next for Ash?" It sounds like the most infamous question. Like, what's next for Ash after that?
yeah,
Unless
obviously,
we've
and
already been talking about
sometimes the
that.
open-ended question should be just left open-ended way. We would just have him that yes, he went on the journey, but we don't know what happened to him after that. They should
Oh,
leave
so,
it in that way and just
mm.
go to a new story, or
I mean,
preferably.
I know a lot of people want him to go to like Mount Silver, which I don't understand. Why do y'all want this guy to go to Mount Silver and be alone? Like, why would Ash do that? Unlike Red, there's people who actually like Ash.
I guess what we could
Ah,
have done, obviously, in if the story was a bit more darker or something like that, we could have
Mm,
not darker exactly, but a bit more on the realistic sense that maybe in Gen 9 Ash gets a lot of pressure, because Ash, if you guys would realize one thing which many people don't know, is that Ash doesn't exactly like much media and publicity like that in the recent years.
mm.
And there was this one clip of XY. I think you guys may have saw that.
Yeah, there was a
It's
huge controversy about it. Yeah.
yeah, that was hilarious because Ash and Alana walking and they attacked the cameraman or whoever that was. That
Which
was funny. And
which
there's
somebody got to arrest Greninja for that. Like, first of all, you don't just attack people, you gotta get arrested. there You under?
Okay, and another thing is
So,
that yeah, another thing which happened is the fact that what they say. Yeah, recently we got in one of the recaps. I think it was the most recent one.
Mm.
We got some lore for Surfetch. It was that it helps to get the media away from Ash whenever the battle ends.
To be fair,
So
I don't think Ash hates the media. I just think he hates paparazzi, if that makes sense.
yeah. And once you are world champion, then obviously that's going to affect a lot. So I guess that can be one of the factors why somebody would like to cut him out or what. But
Mm.
overall, yeah, it's kind of a dumb reason.
Like,
He could just go to. I
I'm
guess
not.
he could just.
Hmm?
I guess that could be also the reason why he would go to Paldea because he would be like, oh, Paldea doesn't have any world. It's not linked to PWC, so it doesn't give a care about who the world champion is or not. So I can just go there.
Yeah,
So
I
I guess
see.
that can be one of the reason why you can
Hmm.
continue the thing. Obviously, that's not my ideal approach, but that can be one of the things.
Someone says, or we could have a time skip of 3 years or somewhat, and Ash is on a losing streak and then goes to Paldea on a revenge arc. I wouldn't say it's a revenge arc, but I would say it's more bouncing back, if anything.
The problem with that is the fact that who exactly is or even going to give Ash back a losing streak
I
because
mean,
Leon.
you could use like Gita, I think that's her name. Gita, I don't know how to say her name.
Yeah, that can we can use her actually because we can just
probably.
Cause her lore is like apparently her lore is that like, and Pokemon really should stop doing this. They like, she's confirmed to be the strongest champions out of all of them that we know of. Which, Pokemon, stop doing that. You're narratively writing yourself into a wall.
yeah, that's a problem because obviously you don't have. I mean, uh, problem with the recent years is that up until for the couple of years you have Ginto, Johto, we have things like for Ginto there is no exact champion before
Mm,
Blue, at least for all we know, and
mm.
for Johto we have Lance suddenly for some reason becoming the champion,
Well,
which
actually,
is again weird because
it makes sense that it's Lance because like Red kind of just left, so they're like, so Lance, you're promoted.
true, but I guess they still had Blue, so
You
technically
can't
since
win
Lance,
Johto champion.
so since Red is gone, so technically on a hierarchy level, Blue is the second strongest, so maybe. But I guess he didn't just wanted to be the champion when Red isn't around. After
I,
that, we got Steven.
I mean,
Steven and Wallace were doing
Carl,
their random.
Carl makes a
Yeah,
good point in the chat. He says, "Remember, folks, Ash is the strongest in the world tournament. Outside of the competition, the world is vast." In Blade, Tyson lost in V-Force Episode 1. To be fair, that's a good point.
I,
I mean,
that's actually a good point.
like, what did
But the
like
issue is that the issue in that is the fact that you have up until 8 regions. So
hmm.
the
I mean, like,
obviously PWC itself is a tournament of only 10,000 people, which might seem a lot, but in reality isn't
it's
that
not that
much.
much. It isn't. It is not that much.
Yeah,
Like, nobody from
yeah, but
Alola is
when you
actually in the PWC. I just noticed that.
yeah, and nobody from either other than Iris,
Iris,
at least
yeah.
from what we know.
No, like, cause
Yeah,
that's
so
like, I remember making a tweet where it's like Ash when he finally becomes world champion, but then and then Tobias comes in with a Koraidon and Miraidon getting ready to end his career.
I've actually made a couple of tweets like that.
Oh, that would be something.
That like,
Oh yeah, so
and also we can all admit that we're still mad that Ash vs Tobias never happened in the Masters 8 tournament. Let's just be honest. Like, I'm the Steven fan, and even I could admit that probably should have been Tobias.
yeah,
Even I was hoping for that. I just really wanted to see what all of his Pokemon would be. I mean, that's the one thing I was ranting about. Tobias
I mean,
not showing up. Still being a mysterious trainer.
That's a good point. Ash's Pikachu can't lose now. Like, when you have to write Ash's Pikachu, it can't lose anymore. I feel so sorry for whoever has to write Ash's Pikachu now. It's like, fuck, it can't lose anything. We haven't got
guess one thing. I guess one thing you can do in the Pikachu, obviously, is that you can take a sort of SM sort of approach that It's unknown what happened with the fact that the Pikachu almost what he literally never lost.
Mm-hmm.
At most, it was just a slight struggle, and its only loss was against a mythical from another region whose whole life has been just fighting against another legendary who was a Gridlock. Obviously, it's Alga base, but you get the point. So you have that. Yes, Pikachu has never lost other than
Mm.
super strong mythical Pokemon. So I guess you could do something like that. So Pikachu doesn't fight enough for the most part. If it does, it wins. So Alola pretty much did accomplish that
Well,
for the most part. I guess.
who knows what could happen because, like,
Yeah.
Pokemon is like Pokemon's a lot like Dragon Ball. I've seen a lot of people comparing Pokemon to One Piece, but Pokemon's a lot like Dragon Ball. We're gonna have ups and we're gonna have a lot of downs, but when those ups happen, they're really good ups.
And when those downs happen, they are very down now.
They're very bad
Yeah.
downs. Journeys is like if you took GT and Super and put them into one series.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have a lot of randomness going on,
It's like
random nonsense going on.
you got the
Probably-
great ideas GT and you got the really good animation of Super. You put them into one series, you get Pokemon Journeys.
But yeah, it's
Mhm.
I pretty much sums up the things. But I guess that's it from the anime side of the things for this podcast, at least. I mean, or else do we have anything else to talk about?
No, not really. But Kuro did say this in the chat. I wanted to make a joke about it, but he said that Ash vs Steven only happened because Journeys didn't have an AG representation. Bold of you to assume that we would want to reference AG in the first place. There's only one
I
good
mean,
part.
we did have
There's only
we
one.
did have Drake.
There's like,
We
there's only,
did get Drake.
okay, you say your first.
I'm saying we did get Drake at least for the AG representation.
Mm. There's only a couple good moments in AG, and the best moment is when Steven showed up for one episode and left because he knew that series was mid as shit. I'm coming back when we get good animation in HD. He's on the book. I ain't doing that
Okay.
shit. Magma arc. That shit's ass. That's all the future. But,
Okay.
but I
That
guess,
that got a second
I
out.
just really feel like AG's the most confusing series, in my opinion.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
Hey
get
guys,
Stone, who's
I have an idea.
yeah.
Guys, I have an idea, but it might be a hectic. So let's ask let's ask the viewers for a few questions
Oh yeah,
which
sure.
they might have. So and then we can answer them. Obviously, I can't see the questions because I'm on the phone and I can't don't have the live stream in front of me. So Samurai, you may tell the questions and then I will answer.
All right, so guys, ask us our questions. I guess we can do this for anything. Ask us like our questions on like any sort of topic. Doesn't have to be Pokemon or anime related. It can be whatever, and we'll give an answer because that seems fun. So we just now we wait.
Yeah, so basically ask questions about Pokemon or just random stuff like that, whichever you want to.
And while we wait, I will talk about the most underrated trainer in the anime and why they need more screen time. So Tobias should have been in Best Wishes, and I'm gonna give 5 reasons on why.
I agree, actually. I mean, I guess you could have done any sort of approach with him.
Yeah. Number 1, he's really, really cool. He's really cool. That's the reason. Number two, it could give him. Oh yeah, okay. So they already gave us our first question. What's your favorite member of Ash's team in Journeys? Asked by FUT Branded.
I guess you can go first.
Oh, okay. I guess my favorite member of the team is like. I clown at it a lot, but probably Dragonite's probably my favorite member. She's kind of fun.
All right. What's your favorite member, Afro? Afro?
be
As you left the
I'm still here. I'm still here. I was about to answer. Excuse me. I thought the favorite one would be.
what,
I thought
we were asking
remember would be Gengar. It was funny. I just really love his personality.
Yeah, Gengar's a really popular one in the community.
And mostly Mario.
Yeah. And my favorite one is easy. It's Fetched. It's pretty easy.
Another really popular one. I mean, that was kind of easy.
Unless if you consider Ash's Rotom phone.
Of course, Ash's Rotom Ash's Rotom form. Yeah, the MVP. He's the Craig of Ash's Journey's team. He's always there. He's just never doing anything.
I don't remember seeing
Okay.
a Rotom in Journeys.
Yeah. Did we get any other question?
Wait,
You can
wait.
continue.
Why are you?
No, that was the only question so far. But I guess
Okay. Do we have any other question, or can we continue the Tobias agenda?
Oh yeah, you guys still want to hear those? I was joking when I said the Tobias best wishes thing. I was just making a joke.
I can hear the sarcasm. I can hear the sarcastic voice.
But I guess we could.
You
move
said he
on
was
to,
really
like-
cool. That was reason number one. That was the only reason you got before we got the question.
Okay, no, fine. I'll come up with 4 other reasons just because you said that. Reason number 2, it would give us. It would actually give. It would give us. It would give us another rival from Ash's past that we could always rely on to give him a challenge, other than the ones at Best Wishes. Nothing against the Best Wishes rivals; they're all great. But we could have definitely used a rival to be a mentor towards Ash, because Tobias is shown to be clearly older than Ash. So it would be good to have a rival sort of mentality. Not a rival, a mentor kind of character to Ash, because he really doesn't have that.
Oh yeah, that actually reminded me something funny. When I first watched the Best Wishes, I thought that Stefan was an old man.
What?
Like not old. Yeah, like
Oh, you
not
thought he was an
old,
adult.
but yeah, I thought that he was a adult. I thought that.
Oh, I thought he looks like he's 16. I want to say he's 16.
Yeah, probably. But when I
Around the
first
same
saw
age.
it, I was like, okay, he's an adult. But yeah,
James.
To be fair, Ash looks like he's 15 most of the time, so I can see why.
yeah, true. I agree. Yeah.
It's like,
Do we have any other questions?
You're talking about like Ash.
Okay, and reason number 3, it would give us an excuse to see more Unova legendaries, as Tobias would be able to catch them. Not to mention, it would fill up his team roster slowly, so we would get to see his full team.
Actually, good plan.
Reason number 4.
Yeah.
Reason number 4.
Oh, yeah.
The interactions between Iris and Tobias, because Tobias has a Latios, and that's a dragon type.
That would actually be pretty fun.
And then finally, reason number 5. He could leave the Best Wishes series for like I don't know, like 2 months, and then come back with a Mega Stone, and that's what gets Ash to go to Kalos instead of going to the Decalore Islands.
Not bad, Lance. Actually.
There,
Yeah.
5 reasons why Tobias should have been the Best Wishes.
Not bad plan, to be fair.
I see. You got a fair point with those 5 reasons.
Also, Kuro, bold
I
of you
guess-
to assume that the anime remembers Heatran exists.
I mean, they did remember it during the Arceus special.
Okay, I gotta talk about that fucking shit. Why the fuck did they make Heatran the main center stage? The fuck, you chose the worst mythical or legendary. I don't know. I don't remember which one it was. To show a light on for Gen 4.
It's
That
a
was
legendary.
Oh, it's a legendary, not a mythical? Alright, cool. Like, you chose the worst legendary to show off Gen 4. Man, if this thing doesn't get off my screen.
Because you see Palmer using Heatran in the game, and they say that legendary Pokemon are used in the Battle Frontier, but mythical Pokemon can't. So Heatran is a legendary Pokemon. There you go.
Oh.
And I really thought that
But doesn't
anyone can bring legendary Pokemon to the Pokemon League. If Heatran was there, I assume that most trainers have their legendary Pokemon there. Like they're just ordinary Pokemon.
Well, to be fair,
Like they're not special.
I just think that Heatran trainer was just Tobias. I just think that was Tobias standing in line and we just didn't see him. And none of you guys can say otherwise.
That's most likely the case. That's likely the case.
All right, so I guess we can move on to the topics for this week. So what happened this week? Absolutely jack shit.
Hey, let's focus on the topics. We have a few things about Scarlet and Violet. For example, Charizard is back in the game.
Yes, I am I am absolutely happy that Charizard is in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I love that dinosaur. He's not a dragon, he's a dinosaur.
Shut up. He's a dragon, especially after the new Terra type has been released.
He's a dinosaur. If he can fly and he's not a dragon, he's a dinosaur.
But he has got the dragon typing.
Okay,
No.
so does Tyrantrum, and would you call Tyrantrum not a dinosaur?
He's not a dinosaur because he has wings.
Okay, but
He's a stone
pterodactyls
dragon.
have wings.
Aerodactyl is a pterodactyl. That's species which we had back in the past.
Aerodactyl's based on a jet.
Pterodactyls.
Pterodactyls
Pterodactyls
based on
have
a
wings
pterodactyl.
and they're
They're completely
dinosaurs.
different.
Thus meeting Charizard is a dinosaur. It's a fucking dinosaur.
Charizard
I
is
will
based on a
die on this
friggin'.
hill.
It's a
You-
Anyways. Okay, guys. Listen, other than that, we got another few things that a few models of the Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet have been updated to look better,
Yeah.
including Charizard's. Now it looks
Oh.
a lot better, other than just floating completely in the sky.
Not to
Spoilers.
mention, not to mention, there's some other game releases. We got God of War Ragnarok, a game I'm probably gonna play later this year.
What game now?
Oh, and I don't have the game now. I'm just saying I'm
Trails
gonna
of
buy
that-
it later this year.
I was interested in that.
And then we also got the release of Sonic Frontiers, to which I can
Yeah,
say the game is.
Oh yeah, I'm going to enjoy that game so much.
I
I'm a
actually
huge
have
fan
heard
of
about
Sonic
that
and
game.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't play Sonic, but I have heard about that game. That game is pretty good from what I've seen.
Oh yeah, because they're actually marketing it this time instead of just hoping that everybody knows about it. But we got some.
Yeah,
we
they
got
have those
some
in
game
advertising.
releases. Huh?
What happened?
I was talking about the advertisement of Sonic. They showed us some commercials. That's what I was saying.
All right.
That's all the news I really got for this podcast. I mean, nothing really happened this week, or like.
I guess we can talk. What else can we even talk about? Actually,
I'm
that's a
trying to
good
think.
question.
I mean, like, flip it. Like, there's not much to really discuss this time
There's-
around.
Here can we do something which is actually pretty fun, weird, but we can just I don't know find some random questions or something like that, or just you guys have something else to share.
I mean,
So anything random.
I mean, I can make a little announcement. Actually, it's probably better if I tweet this. Not gonna lie, it's probably better if I tweet this. Yeah, I'm not making that announcement. Sorry, guys, my bad. But I'll come up with another top 5 reasons why top 5 reasons why Tobias should be in Pokemon XY.
Hey, I will do that.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hey, I'll do that instead.
And,
Alright, you do it. Let's see.
I got my own announcement.
Okay, the first reason why the buy should be in there. He could motivate Ash into finding megas, and he could motivate Ash about what megas are because he would have a Mega Latios, so he could either replace Alan or just be another rival to Alan. So they could have, because obviously Alan would have a Mega Charizard X. So you could have a whole story about how that, or I guess, which is pretty big of reach, but you could have made that, N, right? N. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, N from Black and White.
Yeah, and yeah, I know.
You can make I guess Tobias' story a bit similar to that to an extent. You can make it that Tobias was originally a trainer from Sinnoh, who this is pretty funny, but from Sinnoh, who Lysander adopted at a young age and just gave him a lot of megas and things like that to lead a hub so that he could collect megas and other big things for Lysander. So something like that.
Something really interesting you can do is you could probably something with AZ.
Oh, that's actually cool. Maybe you could have that Tobias' 6 Pokemon is actually the Floette, which AZ never was able to found. Because it's not a legendary, but it's the closest thing we have to one.
Like, it's a different form, like it's an alternate form. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and it has higher stats, so that would be pretty cool. Okay. Second reason why Tobias should be in the game because you would remember the one Darker episode.
Yeah.
Where Pikachu and Meowth were trapped in a dream sequence. It could have just been Tobias pulling out a prank on them for some reason.
For some reason, we don't know why.
I guess he could have made that Ash did something to annoy him, and he did that. Let's teach them a lesson, but rather than putting Ash in a nightmare, he accidentally, the Darker accidentally put Pikachu and Meowth in nightmare.
Ash probably like Tobias yo, Ash, remember, get Mega Evolution. This is the one thing I'm asking you to do. Get Mega Evolution. Ash proceeds to get an exclusive form with his Greninja. You motherfucker! You
Oh,
motherfucker!
oh, oh, oh. That actually reminded me of another thing, but I guess that might be another Scarlet Violet spoiler.
Yeah,
But I
we're
guess
not
we
gonna
can
talk
say,
about leaks this time because some of the people in chat might not have seen the leak, so it's just overall safer not to do it.
yeah. So I guess we will talk about them when the games are released. Okay.
Hmm.
So I was yeah. So that could be the reason.
Hmm.
The third reason why Tobias could be in X and Y could be the fact that where was I? Yeah, he could have a fur fro of his own hairstyle.
That's funny. That's funny. That is hilarious actually. But Curl said something in the chat
Yeah,
too.
hairstyle.
He said Tobias would get the Articuno that we didn't see in Kalos and battle Mewtwo in that cave beside the Pokemon village in Snowbell and spar with the Chanteling in the Battle Mason. Oh, the Shadowlanes in the Battle Mason. Okay, I can't read.
One thing which I would like to see is I don't know, but yeah, it would be pretty interesting as to how Tobias would function because now you have Ash. As we know, Ash in XY is a lot more
Mm,
stronger than the Ash we had in Diamond and Pearl. So it would be interesting that maybe, unless if Tobias got a lot more stronger, so maybe he would be able to pull his, you know, he would be able to catch up if he is
mm,
able to, if he is using reserves.
mm,
So that would be interesting. So you could
mm.
have a final proper conclusion to this rivalry which we have developed over the BW and DP.
And now to end this, I will list the top 3 reasons because I couldn't think of the other 2 why Tobias should be in Pokemon Journeys. Number number 1, he could get a redesign. With all the crazy designs that they've come up for Ash, I'm sure they could give Tobias a cool redesign. Number 2, we could actually go to the Farum region for once. Because the Farum region in Pokken is a region that we've never been to or referenced in the anime. Not to mention, which Pokemon is in the Farum region and is a playable character in Pokken? Darkrai. We could have this be the region where Tobias is actually the champion, similar to Ash and Alola. And then finally,
Oh,
and then
interesting.
and then number 3, we put him in the Masters 8 instead of Alon, because Alon isn't a champion. And then we finally reference Pokken in the Pokemon anime, along with giving Tobias and Ash their closure.
Oh, also fourth reason, we could finally have the cringe Thea retire and Tobias become the Sinnoh champion.
I mean, yeah, but I want the Farum region to be in the anime.
Oh yeah, that's perfect actually. That's pretty good. Do we have any other new comments?
It's a lot about the Tobias thing that we were talking about. But he said that Tobias could wear a BDSP suit, which definitely could be interesting. Oh wait,
That's interesting.
I do have a fourth reason why Tobias would be in Journeys.
Go on.
Tobias would be in Journeys. So we could see him use one of the Urshifu forms,
Oh,
or have him get like one of the
that's great.
Calyrex, or have him get like one of
That's
the
great
Calyrex
actually.
horses. Like I think it was Glacier and Spectrier, and then maybe you could have both.
Yeah. Oh, you guys know what I'm going to do after a while?
You
This
what?
is going to be pretty funny. Uh, I'm
Hmm.
going to make a what if Tobias was Ash's rival, but it's going to be different because it's going to be what if Tobias was Ash's rival in Indigo League.
Oh, that's interesting. Tobias just has Mew. Wait a minute, how did you get that? I punched the truck.
That's actually funny because obviously you would have Ash guys, they're going to do their own thing, but at some point Ash is going to meet Tobias and then a whole new thing is going to start
Yeah, that could
in that
definitely
thing.
be interesting. Now, how'd you get
That is,
that legendary Pokemon Mew? I punched the truck. I
that would be
punched the truck.
probably what I'm going to use.
You
Like,
push the truck.
like
You
he
can't
doesn't-
punch a truck; you'll hurt your hand.
No, like he doesn't even punch it hard. He just punches it softly, and then Mew comes out like, "What's up?"
And I guess
Oh, just
one thing which we
punch
can,
it.
one thing which is going to be,
Okay.
one
Or
thing which is
kick
going
it.
to be weird is
Or
that
kick the.
Hmm?
yeah, so similarly after he
What's
gets Mew,
After he gets Mew.
if he gets Mew, we could have the role in the Mewtwo movie and stuff like that. And as the series progresses, he will get different
It's just
legendary.
It's
Maybe,
just the end of the
yeah.
Mewtwo movie is Tobias with the Master Ball because he works with Giovanni for some reason. I don't know. Maybe he's Giovanni's other son. He's the other one,
That would
and
be
then he just
interesting. That would be
catches,
interesting,
and
actually.
then he catches Mewtwo. All right, bye. It's like catches Mewtwo, proceeds to leave, does not elaborate.
Yeah, that's so. I'm planning to make a video about that soon. I will see. I
All
doubt
right, well,
anybody else would.
I'm definitely excited
Yeah.
for that one. All right, so I guess we can end the Masters Day podcast, but before we end the Masters Day podcast, it's only courtesy that we talk about Marvel for like 2 minutes. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is out. I haven't watched it. I don't think anybody has watched it in the podcast, so we can't really review it yet. I'll probably review it next podcast. We'll probably review it next podcast, but we can say our outros and plug our stuff. So who wants to plug their stuff first?
First, Afro can go, I guess.
All right, Afro, tell them your YouTube, Twitter, and where they can find you.
Yes. You can find my YouTube channel. I call myself Ultra Afroman. Twitter, it's at Ultra Afroman 402. And my Instagram is called at Ultra Afroman 403, I think.
All right.
And my upcoming announcement is that I'm making the final episode of The Shining Pearl, where I'll be making the animations while doing the gameplay, where I go up against Cynthia.
Oh, that's
I'm
great.
creating the animation right now.
Yeah,
You
Afro's
have
animations are
seen
pretty
my
great.
latest.
Yeah, I have seen.
Yeah.
Pretty great. Okay.
And that's what
That's it.
you're going to be seeing my upcoming video. It'll be on November 17th, the day before the Scarlet Violet's released. I'm trying to get that done before that, because everyone's saying that Gen 8 is coming to an end, so I need to get this done as quickly as I can.
Definitely.
All right. That's pretty good. Okay. Now I will go.
Now,
Okay, so.
Oh yeah, I'll send my. Go ahead.
You don't have to say your outro yet. You don't have to say your outro yet.
Okay, yeah, so where was I? Yeah. And obviously, you all know I'm pretty popular. Okay, I'm just kidding. My name is Sam, and you would find my Twitter account at Sam Lizard on Stan. Sam will probably link it under here.
Yes,
But,
I will totally do that.
I don't trust you, to be honest. But yeah, maybe they will be able to find. Other than that, there's a risk that Twitter might get shut down for everybody. So, if possible, maybe follow me on Tumblr or something like that.
Oh, okay.
If you are able to find me.
Kuro actually asked us a question: will the Masters Day podcast get rebranded in SV? The answer, there's two ways I can answer this question. The short way is no. The long way is no.
That's actually funny because obviously, one thing which we could have done is no, but our Masters It podcast is obviously the better.
Like maybe we'll
But I
update the logo and like maybe change up the colors a bit, but I don't think we're gonna go through a whole rebranding.
Yeah, I won't do either. Okay, but where was I? Yeah, I was referencing my stuff. So obviously, you would find me on Twitter. But since Twitter these days is in complete danger, maybe you would be able to find me on Tumblr or something like that, if it's possible.
Or you could join the
and
Masters Day Discord.
Yeah, you can join the Discord as well. Other than that, I'm on YouTube, and a few more information from my side is the fact that upcoming, I'm going to start one of the Nuzlocke.
Oh,
I guess you guys might have heard about that one.
Nice, yeah, I saw you making layouts for it.
Yeah, that's actually a different Nuzlocke. That one was but these days I'm going to start another one. This is going to be interesting because this is a fan game or a ROM hack called Pokemon Omega Fire Red. And the Nuzlocke is interesting because I can only use Ash's Pokemon in the team in my playthrough.
Oh,
so let's say I'm
Ash. Rough.
Yeah, so obviously there are only Pokemon from Gen 1 to 3. And in case, let's say I am choosing Charmander and then I Pikachu. And if so, I can't really do that thing you do usually in Nuzlocke where you have to catch the first Pokemon in route. I can only find Ash's Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
On paper, it looks good, but if I lose a Pokemon, then it's pretty much dead. So that's going to be risky. Let's see how far I'm able to go in the Nuzlocke. I will be able to start it one of these days.
All right.
And that's why I would suggest you to follow my or rather subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. And yeah, that's all from my side.
All right, I guess it's
Thank you
me.
for listening.
I guess it's me. You can find me at everything at Samurai Trainer Z. It's not exactly a taken name. Be sure to follow the Masters 8 podcast on Twitter and on Discord. We post updates on there fairly regularly, along with the posters when I get off my butt and decide to make one. And you can also, if you're already here, you might as well just drop a subscribe, support the channel, maybe just give me $5, take a envelope from your house and just mail me $5.
We will do it when I come to your place to see hummingbird.
I can't wait to see if that works. Just amount of $5 bills. It worked. Anyways, that's been the Masters 8 podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be sure to do another podcast shortly, and by that logic, I mean we'll do one in the next 3 months. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll